holes here. Look at this, it's about to come off. This is me. Hey mum, I'm doing my laundry now. Do you need anything? Oh, my back. Oh, see, I smashed my head. Check it out. Brickwork about to come out and fall off on someone's head.
Fake or counterfeit TrueCore. You can tell by the spangle. So the spangle is that sparkliness, I guess you'd call it, of the actual steel.
There is a downpipe that has been broken off. Water is discharging all the way down into this area and it's pooling. So we've got water, I think that's enough water. Like this. Oh my God, even the bucket fell apart, mate. Look at the water going down, mate. Trickling down, look at that. I'm Zahir. If you're new here, I'm your host at Site Inspections. We're all about uncovering common issues in building and construction, aiming to educate homeowners, tradespeople, builders, and the like. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and join our community. Without further ado, let's go. So guys, as you can see here, a massive construction of townhouses in West Melbourne. It looks pretty good from far. It does. From far, it looks pretty good. Now, before I start going through two of the townhouses, we are going to do a quick scope around with the drone to see what we're dealing with. I want to see what kind of roofing we have here. I want to see if there's access going on, but the homeowners bought this off the plan and they just moved in. They've got water leaks. They've got all these issues going on with the home, painting incomplete, some barriers not fixed, stairs not right, lights don't work, heaps of issues, and they bought off the plan and now the builder has went MIA. The builder is not answering any of the phone calls or emails. He has disappeared according to the homeowners. So let's start this investigation. Let's go. So let's get all the way up and see what's going on. I'd like to get a big bird's eye view of what's happening first. So we're going to be inspecting this unit right here. And this unit right here. So let's have a look at this one first. I want to do just a quick scope around and see what's going on. Let's zoom in a bit. We can see a high capacity overflow device right here, which appears to be non-compliant. Now, this overflow device, let's see if it does discharge to atmosphere, which I highly doubt because I couldn't see anything like that. Let's turn around and have a look. So this is where it is right here. Now I can't see any outlet for this high capacity overflow device. Let's look around and see what's going on. I'll zoom out a bit. There is no overflow device anymore for this property. Let's keep going around. I'm looking for an overflow device for this box gutter. There's nothing. And we also have another box gutter right here, which I'm presuming is also a high capacity overflow setup. No overflow can be seen. Let's turn around. I'll go a bit wider. Let's lower the drone a bit and move a bit back to see what's going on. There is nothing. No overflow device. This balcony right here as well, it's an enclosed balcony. We've got decking that is sitting on a roof. Later you guys will be able to see what I mean by that. They've actually got an internal box cutter system and there is no overflow anywhere. There is no overflow, guys. So what most likely is going on there is that the overflow, I'm presuming, connects into the stormwater system, so it feeds back into itself, which is in breach of AS 3500.3. Now let's go to the other townhouse. I'm really curious to see what's going on with the other one. So let's go. All right, so this is the other townhouse now that we're inspecting. They've both been settled off the plant purchase. Now, I really want to show you guys what's going on in this section right here. When I had a quick look around, when I was walking, I could see some really weird things going on here. I mean, take a look at this brickwork installation here. This is pretty bad. Let me move back a bit. Have a look, guys. Look at this brickwork, mate. Really poor workmanship right here. Let's look down. Look at this, guys. The owner paid, I think, just under $2 million for this property. But check out the brickwork. Horrible workmanship right here. And then also we have this planter box right here that is made up of, let's have a look. High capacity overflow device, non-compliant as per AS 3500.3. Right there, take a look. Not even 600 mil long, non-compliant. Let's go around to see what else is going on here. Wow. Let's keep going. Let's keep going around. And what the hell is going on here? Look at this piece of rubbish on the roof right here as well. They just left it. This home has been handed over, guys. Oh my God. I'm really curious to see what's going on behind this home. Yeah, which the homeowner hasn't seen yet. She's going to be very surprised to see this, I reckon. Let's lower the drone a bit and I'll give it a bit of a zoom in. What the hell is this, mate? Seriously, what's going on here? Oh my God. Terrible. Terrible workmanship. Let's go around and see what else is going on here on this side, I reckon. See, this is the kitchen area right here. This is another balcony as well. Let's zoom in to see what's going on here. What's going on with this brickwork? Let's zoom in. Check it out. Brickwork about to come out and fall off on someone's head. Let's go all the way up here as well. Check it out. This flashing also is non-compliant. Upstand with no pressure flashing. When I go up there, I want to have a look at this as well. Yeah, so let's bring this baby back up. And bring it here. Let's go around here and see what's going on. I actually wanted to show you guys something really, really funny. I'll just bring this down. Have a look. The bricklayers will love this. Have a look at this, guys. Let me just bring it down more. Have a look at this, guys. Have a look at this brickwork. You can see the perpendicular joints right there for these two courses right here. They're just like right next to each other right here. You can see non-compliant as well. So yeah, guys, this is just crazy. And also I wanted to bring to your attention these planter boxes right here. Let me bring this up more so we get rid of the noise. These planter boxes right here, they just discharge straight down onto the wall. There is no system in place for managing the water for this catchment area that I could see. So yeah. Oh, let's bring this down and start the inspection. So this is the first townhouse that I'll be looking at. Take a look, guys. 4-story townhouse. have a look at the beautiful block work for this $2 million townhouse. It has cost the homeowners about $2 million to buy this property, and off the plan, and this is what they got. I mean, I haven't even been inside, and you can see the ceiling right there, how it's just caved in. Check that out. Not only that, we can also see that this downpipe connection right there is a high capacity overflow setup, and I'll be curious to see how they've done that. I bet you it's non-compliant. Check out that. Just have a look at the patchwork right there. Have a look. Have a look at this workmanship. Look at that. Dirt from sanding. And another thing I want you guys to notice is that, have a look at this. Right, this flashing right here, how it starts around 30 mil, and then keep looking, it becomes level with the surface, and then it goes back down here. So this is an indication that the ceiling right here is non-compliant, which is in breach of the guide to standards and tolerances. It can't be more than 5 mil out. So let's get a level and check it out. All right, so I managed to get my level. Let's put it on the ceiling and see what we're dealing with. Take a look at that. 38 mil out. Wow. Now let's measure it the other way as well. So I haven't been inside the home yet, and we're already dealing with poor workmanship. You can imagine the rest of the home, so get ready for a wild ride. Let's check it this way. Yep, 10 mil out. So there you go. It's out from all angles. This is terrible. Now we open up the front door. Let's take a look at this workmanship as well. Have a look at this front door. Already chipped. Have a look at the jamb. Coming apart. Look at this poor workmanship. Let's have a look if the door, the tops and bottoms are sealed. Yep. Not even one coat of paint on it. The bottom of it as well. Nothing. And look how many screws. I only put 2 screws. Cutting cost from all angles. Look at that. And the painter couldn't be stuffed removing his sticky tape. Come on, man. All you gotta do is take it off like this. See that? If you're watching, just do this. Really simple. And please put back the screws. Oh my God. So I'm looking at the front door right now. This piece of cladding right here, it's not even painted. Off the plan purchase. And this is what this homeowner got. This is just amazing. So let's take a walk around. Let's go inside the home now. I'm really curious. I want to go inside and see what's happening. This is the laundry. Now I'm gonna put myself inside. Show you guys how it looks like. This is me. Hey mum, I'm doing my laundry now. Do you need anything? Oh, my back. Oh, see how I smashed my head. Then let's measure what the laundry head height is here. This is just crazy. Shoving people in here like this. Let's check what it is. 1.6. Unbelievable. This is the laundry, guys. $2 million for this setup. Just can't believe it. Let's walk in and have a look. So this is the stair area, patches. Look at the dirt, which is in breach. This is in breach of the guide to standards and tolerances. The builder has to hand the job over when it's clean, but have a look at this workmanship. This is just amazing. Really poor workmanship already. When I was walking upstairs, before I noticed that this area here goes downhill, you can see, have a look at this. There is a 9mm fall. Explore this area here. We've got a bathroom here. We're going to have a look at the waterproofing soon. We've got a bedroom here. And then we've also got another bedroom here with a butterfly. Now, I've removed the decking here already. I've removed it because I wanted to see what is under it. I could not see any overflow for this enclosed balcony. There is a box gutter right there. So they've laid this decking on top of this roof. Now, they've just set this aluminium, you can see here, these aluminium bars right here, straight on the ribs. Take a look. Here they've put a bit of silicone. Really poor workmanship. Now take a look at this box cutter right here. Let's have a look under what's going on. We can see that the upstand is non-compliant. We can also see that this high capacity overflow device is also non-compliant. Let's take a measure of the length. It has to be 600mm, and it is 400mm, non-compliant. And also that setup with that reverse pop right there, that's non-compliant right there. They can't do that. Let's have a look on the other side, what's going on. You can see the box gutter upstand also is non-compliant, and some of the roof coverings have no turn down. That is also non-compliant. So all this has to get shipped out and done again. Let's go up and see what else is going on. Now I'm going to get my moisture meter. I've got a feeling that this area here, it's done so poorly. I mean, just take a look at this workmanship here. Water goes behind here. I bet you it's making its way inside. I'm going to show you guys as well here. Like, have a look at this workmanship around here. Look at this flashing, the way it's done. That just slapped the flashing on. Water ingress for sure is occurring. Let's go get our moisture meter before exploring other parts of the home and see what's happening. All right, let's go. All right, so I got my penetrating moisture meter, a non-invasive moisture meter. I'll just place it like that, and it penetrates the surface and it tells me if there is water. So you can see it is in the red. Anything over 170 I think is water. Now if I place it here, let's see if anything's going on here. Nothing, it's dry here. Let's check out this section here. Dry, this section, dry. This section right here, see? 178, it's actually moisture. So let's lift up the carpet right here and see what's going on. So you can see a bit of water inside there already. Water ingress has already occurred. Wow. Let's keep going and see what else we can find here. This is exciting. We've got the gap between risers. Let's take a measure of this. It's just over 140 mil. It can't be more than 125 mil. So a sphere of 125 mil is not allowed to go in the risers like that. So this is non-compliant. Now, if I keep going up and have a look at other items, let's have a look at the other riser right here. Now, don't forget that this has been passed by the building surveyor. The building surveyor has passed this, 140 mil as well. So non-compliant. So that's right. Now let's go check the next one. So this is in breach of the National Construction Codes, and there'll be an extract on the screen for you guys to see. Here as well, 145 mil here. So this needs this button right there for the building surveyor to know. That's right. So let's keep going. I mean, let's take a look at this window right here. This is another breach of the National Construction Codes as well.
The homeowner has indicated that they personally modified this specific window. Nonetheless, we have included it in the video solely for educational purposes.
Have a look at this window. Opens all the way, and you can fall more than 4 meters. Look at this, how it opens up. See that? Opens all the way. People can actually climb here and see you later. So the National Construction Codes do state protection for openable windows, rooms other than bedrooms, which is right here. So it says that there has to be a barrier if the fall distance is more than 4 meters from this finished floor level. So from this floor level to outside here, you can see people can just jump out, or accidents can happen. A little kid can just jump over. So a barrier is required. This is the barrier that they've installed here, which is part of the window and the wall. However, the barrier must not permit 125 mil sphere, which is, this is fully enclosed, that is satisfied. And then the second section is have any horizontal or near horizontal element between 150 mil and 760 mil above the floor that facilitate climbing. So between 150 and 760, there shouldn't be anything that would facilitate climbing. Now, if I measure this here, we've got between 150 mil, which is right there, and then 760 mil right there. So you can see someone can actually put their leg here and jump off. So that's non-compliant. The building surveyor shouldn't have passed this. As you can see, look at that, non-compliant. So we need to press this button again. All right, now let's keep moving forward and see what else we can find. I want to go to the roof terrace and see what's going on there. So let's keep going. And take a look at the workmanship here. Have a look at the paintwork. How can these guys hand over a job like this? Look at that. All right, let's go out. The first thing we're greeted with, now you have to remember guys, I've taken out some of these boards. I've taken out this board to expose what's going on under here, which is non-compliant roofing works. I want to show you guys what these guys have done here. This is handed over with a piece of capping right here, and if I climb up right there, we can see that there's building debris on the roof. Let's see what else is going on here. What the hell is this? Oh my God, are you for real? Non-compliant. We can see a box gutter right here as well that discharges into a non-compliant sump. Let's take a measure and see what this sump is. It's 400 mil, non-compliant, and the overflow as well is non-compliant. All this roofing work right here is non-compliant, because also at the high end, it's around 75 mil at the high end, which is also non-compliant. So we've got already major issues on this roof, non-compliant roofing. And just take a look at this development right here, guys. I mean, this overflow, where does it go? Can you see it? Can anybody see where this overflow goes? There is absolutely no way out for this overflow. I'm guessing it goes into the stormwater system. So it feeds back into itself. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I cannot see any atmosphere discharge off this overflow. I mean, take a look at this workmanship as well here. Look at this, guys. So what we have here is, you can see the cladding system right here is installed on top of this door with a flashing that looks like a U-channel. Now, if we bring up the manufacturer's booklet, you can see that there is only 2 types of flashing. None of them show a U-channel profile. Now, this U-channel here collects water and redirects it into another part where it is sealed. So all the water is getting trapped behind the cladding. That's what it looks like. So further investigation is required for this section because it is not as per the manufacturer's installation manual. I don't even know where this guy's got the manual from. So non-compliant. Look at this silicon job right here. They've just threw silicon everywhere. Really poor workmanship. And have a look at this barrier as well, left like this. So this is also in breach of the National Construction Codes as well. Now there is a climbable area right here. Somebody can climb on this, onto this. But the thing is, these guys are very clever. They've put this piece of offcut from this cladding to stop people from climbing, but they haven't screwed it in at all. So somebody can also climb. Oh, there we go, non-compliant. Check out this box cutter here as well, non-compliant. Sump with the overflow also is non-compliant. We'll take a look at that shortly, but I wanna go through this barrier right here, where it is possible to fall more than 4 meters, which is right here. Let me just extend my pole. Let me see. Let's check it out. Have a look, guys. It is possible to fall more than 4 meters. Any horizontal element within the barrier between 150 mil and 760 mil above the floor must not facilitate climbing. So, as you can see here, the barrier, there is elements right there that can help climbing onto this condenser unit right there, and then people can just jump out. So this is non-compliant as well. Now let's take a look at what's going on there. We've got this, they've actually made a box cutter here, and apparently this is supposed to be a planter box. Now, I don't understand how this is a planter box. Like, the drawings show totally different detail right here. These guys, let's see what's going on here. First of all, if this is a box cutter, which looks like it is a box cutter, it's not compliant because, first of all, it's not as per AS 3500.3 and it's not 600 mil long. The width is correct. This reverse pop is not compliant. Have a look at the other planter boxes as well, non-compliant. I mean, this roofing works is complete disaster. Have a look at this. Look at the holes here. They haven't even sealed those holes. Look at that, holes here. Look at this, it's about to come off. Serious. And then you've got no pressure flashing here installed, just silicone, straight hard up against the block work. No anti-capillary brake on this capping at all. They've just slapped on these roof sheets everywhere. Have a look at this work. Just flashing on top of flashing on top of flashing. Look at that. Have a look at this work, guys. Don't forget that this home here is worth around $2 million. Have a look at this, mate. Seriously, mate. What is this? Just screws? Not even fixed? And have a look how everything's damaged. All this capping is all damaged. Let's jump over. Hopefully we don't fall down. Should be all right. I want to have a look what's going on here. Have a look at this flashing here. Upstand with no pressure flashing. Water goes straight down as well. Have a look at this brickwork right here. I'm going to extend my pole, so please do not fear what I'm about to do. Have a look at this brick right here. Like, the workmanship is just horrible. Then we have here flashings, like I said, on top of a flashing, on top of another flashing, on top of another flashing, on top of another flashing, and they're not even stitched properly, not even 40 mil apart. We got more than 120 mil here. Look at that. Look at this here as well. Poor workmanship throughout. We've got this high capacity overflow sump setup, which is non-compliant as well. It's only 300 mil. Non-compliant. This overflow is non-compliant as well. If this is the planter box, this is going to fail, because what the hell is this overflow? This does not meet the working drawings and AS4654 as well, where they do have a detail of how to do a planter box as well, if you guys don't know how to do it. And this has to discharge into the downpipe. This is the condensation drain, non-compliant as per NCC volume 3. Let's go down. All right, so what we're going to do right now is remove some decking boards to see what's going on underneath here. So let's start taking out the screws. All right, Peter, we've exposed the deck right here.
Yep.
And we can see that this joist right here, first of all, it looks like it's a bit of rust going on there, water ponding. It's blue in color. I'm thinking this is true core.
No, look,
what are your thoughts?
This isn't true core, so this is what you'd sort of consider fake or counterfeit true core. You can tell by the spangle. So the spangle is that sparkliness, I guess you'd call it, of the actual steel. And when you see true core, it's a very smooth blue color, whereas this you can clearly see the spangle underneath it, and you can see along this edge here that the blue coating's actually worn off, and you don't get that with true core. Now, what's happening here is that
I'll just put this inside there.
you've got water ponding, like there's water in here ponding in the bottom of that joist, and that joist you shouldn't use a web truss like that that's going to hold water in a deck environment, because what will happen is it's not designed to have water ponding in it all the time, and you can already see that there is some corrosion starting. You can see it in the edge of the screw hole just there. You can see the discoloration around that screw hole. And if you look closely, the end of that joist has also been modified, and the final diagonal web isn't in there. So that's not really structurally sound as a joist, because there's such a big distance between the end and the first diagonal web. They do have double screws, which is good. However, you can clearly see around this screw hole here that the discoloration has started, and that discoloration is corrosion. Now, I don't know whether all of that is from the decking stain or the decking oil that's on it, but it's not looking good on the edges of the steel there. It's already begun to go chalky, and that galvanized layer is starting to work, and you wouldn't think it'd have to start to work now this early on in the life of the home.
Well, what about the way they fixed these screws right here? You mentioned something about this screw.
Yeah, so that screw is far too close to the edge of the steel. You're supposed to be minimum, I think it's 1.5 times the diameter of the screw away from the live edge of the material, and these ones aren't as bad as some of the ones I've seen downstairs, but this one in particular is right on the edge, so it's liable to crack the material between the screw and the edge of the steel there.
And also we can see that the roofing right here, there is no turn down as per the requirements of the manufacturer and HB39. There's as well, building debris, 2-minute noodles. What else is there here?
Electrical, there's tape.
Check out all the rubbish. That is also in breach of HB 39, where it does require that the roof be cleaned before handover. This is crazy.
The framer has tried to modify this frame, similar to the one we showed you upstairs, where they've cut this off here. That should go down here, and then you should have this vertical here, right? But what you can see here is a difference between the imported coil, right, which is that spangly colour, and this piece of Australian-made TrueCore. You can see the difference in the colour. So they've tried to emulate the branding of BlueScope, but they're not quite there. Now what you'll see, to identify this material as TrueCore material, right, what you see here is where it says next generation. That actually says on the sinusoidal marking on the coil, it says next generation TrueCore by BlueScope steel. It then gives the Australian standard that it's been made to, the coating thickness, the grade of the steel, the thickness of the steel, and it also actually gives the coil number and the date that the material is manufactured. And what that gives is traceability and trackability of the steel.
Yeah.
So I can tell you exactly what day and what time this material was made, and every single batch of TrueCore is tested in their NATA certified testing labs. And you can tell exactly the chemical properties, the coating thicknesses, and the tensile strength of the steel. This, we've got no idea about.
So how does an average homeowner know that this steel right here, that looks like, because I've got to be honest, man,
Yeah,
I
similar,
thought
right?
this is TrueCore.
Yep.
When I sent you the pictures, how would people know that this is not TrueCore,
So
is TrueCore?
you won't find any of this sinusoidal marking.
Yep.
Now that's, like I said, that says next generation TrueCore. As it goes down the coil, it says all the other stuff. You won't find that on the imported coil because BlueScope do it. Now, as part of the Australian standard, you actually have to mark on the material what standard the steel has been made to, right? So that will actually say on it, AS.
Yeah, but there's
whatever
nothing
it
on
is.
here. So how is this
There's
compliant?
nothing on there. Well, it's theoretically not compliant to Australian building codes because it doesn't mark on the steel what grade the steel has been manufactured to.
Yeah.
So this could have come from anywhere, on any day, any time, any mill, and you don't know.
I actually did a search before coming here on Alibaba, and I saw a couple of joists there.
Yeah. I hope they don't look like this. And you can see again this
But
this
then
edge
again,
distance
yeah,
problem with the screws.
we've got the screws
That's
as well
way
like
too
that.
close to the edge.
Yep.
That one's way too close to the edge. That one would almost be going through the edge of the steel. So the screw needs to be, about there, right where the end of my fingernail is, not over here, right on the edge of the steel. Because what will happen is it'll split the edge of the steel, and then that'll just open up, and then that screw's doing nothing.
Yep.
And floor joists must be double screwed.
Yep, all right, no. And I can see here the coating is already coming off as well.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that.
already coming off there. It's very easily to come off there, and it's coming off along that edge too. And it looks like it doesn't take much to actually roll it off. I would suggest that's been taken off during the roll forming
And check
process.
it out, some corroding already occurring in some spots.
That's probably come off in the roll forming process.
Yep.
But if you look at the TrueCore material, it doesn't roll off. You get some marking, but it doesn't actually roll off like this has. Not that the coating adds to the corrosion resistance properties, but it's very easy to identify if it's rolled off during the manufacturing process that it's not TrueCore. It's not the Australian-made steel.
Well, why do you think they're actually colouring it blue and not red or green or whatever? Why do you think they're doing
the
this?
same reason people counterfeit Louis Vuitton handbags.
Yeah.
They want the prestige, but they don't want to pay for it.
Far out, man. This is pretty concerning now. That's happening in the building industry because I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've seen it, and we want to spread awareness to all the homeowners that want Australian-made products. They have to be aware that, hey, man, do your research and ask for paperwork. I mean, if these guys get certifications and paperwork saying, hey, no, my mom wants compliant, how can we prove that if it's coming from overseas? I mean, it's just a piece of paper.
It's just a piece of paper at the end of the day. Now, the Australian standard it needs to comply to is AS 1397.
Yeah.
So that'll be marked on the steel, and it must be marked on to comply with Australian building codes.
Oh yeah, I'll put an extract on the screen as well. But yeah, man, look, I appreciate your insight to
Always
this
happy to help.
important topic. So what advice can you give the average homeowner in order for them to know if the product is Australian standard or if it meets the standards, if it's TrueCore or not? Can you give us some advice for that?
Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is make sure you're working with a reputable manufacturer, first of all, and that They have documentation to support their material. If they're using TrueCore, and you don't have to use TrueCore, we always use TrueCore because it's an Australian-made product and it's the best in the world. Make sure you have documentation to support the strength and the coating grade of the steel. But the easiest way to do it is just to use TrueCore because it comes with it marked on. You can identify the coil it comes from, the date and time and everything, and then make sure that you get that you see your engineering and you see that your engineering has been signed off by a reputable certifier or an engineer, and that's called a Regulation 126. Regulation 126A for the design and 126B for the install. So what you want to see is that the frame design is it's structurally adequate and that it's been designed properly. They're the big things. Reputable manufacturer, the right steel, and engineering certification of the frame up. And this goes for a 4 or 5 story apartment, townhouse, or a single story dwelling as well.
Cool. So even if it's coloured blue, you should still double check.
Still double check. Always look for that spangle, so the smooth colour of TrueCore or the spangle of the imported product.
All right, thanks a lot, Peter. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
I'm about to go to the next townhouse, and I'm just putting back the boards here in this balcony, and I'm just going to lift this up, and you can see that. Look how hard up they went against the brick with those decking boards. No allowance for thermal expansion and contraction. I mean, have a look. When I try to put this in, it's just hard up against the brickwork, which is highly not recommended. And also, this flashing right here is non-compliant. Also, there's no, there is an upstand button, no pressure flashing installed. Right there, you can see the gap, non-compliant as well. Major work so far to this property. What I'll do is that I'll have a look at one bathroom to show you guys that it's non-compliant, and then we'll jump on to the next home. So let's keep going. This is one bathroom. Take a look at the workmanship here as well. Nice design. Nice design with a nice non-compliant box gutter, which I'll jump out in a second, have a look at. Take a look at this chip tile right there. Mate, $2 million home, and this is what you're getting, guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable workmanship. All these tiles here now have to come off, and this is why you've got a water stop to the door opening that is non-compliant. It is so obvious that it's not funny. As you can see here, you can see that the aluminium strip right here, which is supposed to be a water stop, tied in to the perimeter flashing, is not connected. And then also we have a door jamb that is embedded in the tiles and not waterproofed as per AS 3740 2010. Now 2021 AS 3740 does not allow the embedment of this door jamb, but obviously this job is has to be built as per AS 3740 2010. So either way, it is non-compliant and everything needs to be taken off. So I want you guys to have a look at that planter box right here, and apparently as per the plans, this is a planter box as well, which is the box gutter system with a high capacity overflow device. It's non-compliant. But have a look at this setup right there. I mean, you put in your plants and pot plants or whatever, and you're gonna start watering them down, and all the water's just gonna go seep down onto the brickwork and stain all the brickwork. How the hell is this possible? Like, how can they leave the job like this? And people actually have moved into some of these townhouses. They've actually moved in. Like, this one's been sold, this one's been sold, the other one over there's been sold, and it's like that. I mean, I'm just gonna have a walk around. This is the townhouse that I'm gonna go through now, but got my tools right there. Before I go inside, I wanna actually just have a scope around. I wanna show you guys other items that we've got here. I mean, this workmanship is so poor. Just by you standing here and looking at the workmanship here, you can see, like, have a look at this expansion joint right there. It's non-compliant, it's not continuous all the way down. Look at how it is hard, it's hard up. And then you've got also this cladding right here. Look at this cladding. It just tapers in, it goes straight and then it goes in. We'll get the level and have a look at it later. And then I'm walking around like this when I started there. And then I see this base plate right here that I'm guessing is for a steel column as well. And look at the bolt, it just comes right off. Look at the overhang. How is this compliant? I don't understand. And look at the status of what's going on here as well. I'm just trying to think about what's going on here. I'm walking down the street in this alleyway right here, and I'm guessing these are overflows. If these are overflows, then why is all this staining coming down from the deck? That's why I'm thinking that the overflow is connected straight to the stormwater. I'm very curious about that, but I don't even know what the hell it is. But look at the power cables here, mate. What is this? This is dangerous. It's just left like that on the street. Look at this. Where is the council, mate? Too busy collecting rates, I guess. Mate, what is going on here? All right, let's go to the last unit and see what else we can find here. So I've put a ladder right here to show you guys this steel lintel right here that's carrying all this brickwork, mate. AS 4773.2 states that there shouldn't be an overhang of more than 30 mil of this brick. Now, if we get my little taper gauge, which is available now on our website, and I measure it, and we've got 30 mil right there. 30 mil. Take a good look. Now, that is non-compliant. The engineer might have a solution for this, but not that we know of. That is in breach of AS 4773.2. Now, if I extend my pole here, have a look at this, have a look at the rust that's forming on the screws. The class 2 screws are already rusting here for this multi-million-dollar townhouse. Unbelievable. Now, let's take a look. Let's grab my level and have a look at that wall and see what's going on with it. This wall right here, I'll put my level on it. Check it out. Wow. That's already non-compliant as well. Now I want to take a look as well on these steps right here. Now these steps, believe it or not, are also non-compliant. Couple of issues here. Let's go through it. These steps right here, we've got a couple of issues with this section right here now. We've got a variance in the goings. We've got this going here is 230 mil, which is a minimum of 240 mil requirement, and this is 240. So we can see that this is already in breach of the National Construction Codes. And now another clause in the National Construction Codes also states that in order for it to be constant in terms of the rises and the goings, we've got here around 170. Let's just set this up so I can get a proper measurement of what's going on my own. So I've got to be creative here. So we've got 175 here, as you can see. 175 mil. And then on this section here, we've got 185. That is non-compliant. The maximum variation, the variance is only 5 mil that's allowed. So that's already non-compliant. So we've got the goings are non-compliant, the rises are non-compliant, and also if we see what's going on here now, the National Construction Codes do state that a landing must be provided where the sill of a threshold of a doorway opens onto a stairway or ramp that provides a change in floor to ground greater than 3 rises or 570 mil. So we've got here, if I take a measurement right now of what's going on here, we've got 57.5. So that is already in breach of the National Construction Codes. I don't even know how this got a OC permit, an occupancy permit. A landing is required. I don't even know. There is no performance solution. If you look at the permit, they have no performance solution for this breach. What's going on here? So even, I mean, if I put my level right here, I haven't even been inside the house, and just check this out. If I put my spirit level right here, let's take a look. Already 9 mil out. Look at this. And for floating floor, you're not supposed to seal the perimeter like this. What they've done here, they've put caulking all the way around. So how the hell is that gonna expand and contract? It needs allowance for movement. So these guys that have installed this flooring is also non-compliant. Look at that. I've just went in right now and we can see non-compliant items. Now let's go in the garage because we have a major item in the garage. I'll just put this here so no one takes it. Have a look at this garage right here. Car stacker, beautiful, I love it. But have a look here. There is a downpipe that has been broken off. Water is discharging all the way down into this area and it's pooling. Now I'm guessing that downpipe should have been connected here. However, I can't confirm because who knows what the hell is going on here. Water has been discharging all the time. When it rains, water just goes down into this area. How did this get an OC? I do not know. This building surveyor must be investigated ASAP. Now, let me show you guys around the house now. We're gonna go for a walk and let's explore together. All right, let's go upstairs and start exploring. 4-story townhouse. Let's have a look what's going on here. This is how the job has been handed over to these guys. Dirty, really dirty place. The bathrooms are non-compliant as well, just like the other unit. No water stop to this unenclosed shower area right here. There has to be a water stop separating the shower area from the wet area. And even this aluminium tube right there is non-compliant as well. You can hear the squeaking. Non-compliant. Let's keep going up. I'm gonna turn on my thermal camera and see if I can find any water leaks. Now it has a raid for about 2 days here. Let's have a look. Check it out. You can see this is actually water just sitting in the insulation. Let's take a look. Water has already entered the home, which is in breach of the National Construction Codes Part 2.2.1. Unbelievable. Have a look at this here as well. Oh, you don't believe this is water? Look at the bubbling. Check it out. Look at this. It's just got water in it. I just can't believe what's happening here. Let's zoom back a bit as well. You can see this is all water. Water throughout. Now this is, we're going towards the kitchen area as well now. All right, so let's see why the water is going downstairs. And I've got a bucket of water there that I'm gonna test shortly. I'm gonna fill it with water and just throw some water on the stairs and see what's happening, because you can see this is a unenclosed area, which means it is susceptible to weather. throughout. So it's all right for me to throw water there. This is what it's designed for, and I reckon this is what's going on here. First of all, have a look at these stairs right here. Have a look at these steps. Brand new home, nearly $2 million home. Have a look at this paint job right there. Builder's bog on timber. I don't think this is treated pine. It doesn't look like it's treated pine. Look at that, look at these patches. Have a look what else is going on here. Look at the sap coming out of the wood. Paint job is already failing. The homeowners have just moved in. Brand new home, West Melbourne. Take a look at this. The building surveyor missed that. Look how this is fully open to the elements. Water is surely going downstairs. Have a look at this silicon job as well. The cappings, they have no anti-capillary break. The handrail is not continuous as per the requirements of the NCC. Oh my God. This is a nightmare. This is a complete nightmare for the homeowners, for real. Let's have a look what's going on here. Look at this. You can actually see the metal frame, and if you look closely, you can see the insulation. So if I put a bit of water here, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So we're going to throw a bit of water shortly, but let's just keep exploring this roof area. Look at this barrier, guys. Not secure at all. This is in breach of the NCC and AS 1170.1. Look at this, guys. This is pretty bad. Really, really bad. This box cutter is about 700 mil wide. This sump as well is non-compliant. Does not meet the requirements of AS 3500.3, where the design of the sump has to be the same as in the diagrams. So it's in there in the preface, and I'll put an extract on the screen. So just a small update regarding the building surveyor. So after we did the inspection video, we reached out to the building surveyor and they sent this email to us, which was really nice of her. She said, further, we are now taking steps to review the documentation received and relied upon for issue of the occupancy permit. Where required, we will take enforcement action. Now, when she sent through all the certifications, there was a certificate for the roof plumbing and also for the cladding of the standing seam cladding, which is that metal cladding that you see. They both say that it's done as per the manufacturer's standards, and however, for the roofing, there is no performance solution for any of the works that we have inspected. So everything in the video, guys, has no performance solution. Therefore, it is non-compliant. So the box cutters, the overflow systems, everything you see there is non-compliant. This is just crazy. Let's keep going. Have a look at what's going on here as well. Another barrier that's non-compliant. They just threw it like that. Look at this. Check out the installation of this hot water unit as well. Non-compliant, no lagging on the pipes. Have a look at this penetration. I mean, look how they've done it. Like this here is meant to be for one penetration, but they shoved two inside the penetration and chucked silicone in it. How tight can you be? This penetration hasn't even got silicone. Water ingress is imminent. Look at this as well. What the hell is this, mate? Look, it's already open. Look at this. Oh my God. Silicone throughout. They couldn't even get the silicone right. I mean, mate, these guys are true believers in
do your best and silicone the rest.
That's right. This is a nightmare. A nightmare for the homeowners. I am telling you. What the hell's going on there? with that paintwork. Oh my God. And what else is going on here? Look at this. There's a power cable. I don't even know what the hell it's doing there as well. This is terrible, guys. Now for this barrier right here, there is a performance requirement in the National Construction Codes. There's a couple actually, but one of them is where people could fall 1 meter or more. The barrier has to have strength and rigidity to withstand the foreseeable impact of people and, where appropriate, the static pressure of people pressing against it. Now, if we go to 1170.1, there is a table there, table 3.3, 0.75 kilonewtons is what's required. Now, that is approximately 76 kilos, but it has to be continuous and over time. It can't just be just once. You just go on like this. Like, this has to be over time. If I keep doing this, or if I go somebody that's 75 kilos, 76 kilos, you know, just falls against it like that, you know, it has to be repetitive. Like, will this withstand the repetitive action? We do not know, but it does look like it is unstable and it has to be secure. I mean, this is not good. Look at this. Come on, mate. $2 million for that, mate. Now let's measure also the riser for this. We've got here 190, and then here we've got 175. That's already in breach, more than 5 mil. We've got here 180. We've got here 180 as well. So you can see this is already in breach. We've got 235. We've got 25 and a half. So that's already in breach as well, more than 5 mil. The risers and the goings are already non-compliant. Now I'm really excited because I really want to get this water poured all the way down. But before we do that, I'm actually recording this live so you guys can see. Let's put the bucket here for now, and let's just show that there is nothing under, there is no water dripping down. Have a look. There's nothing. Now, let's fill a bucket of water and see what's going to happen. Are you guys ready? Let's go. And as I'm filling this water bucket, take a look at the kitchen drawer. They go, sorry, we couldn't install the drawer. And first of all, it's dirty because of design issues. So you have to leave it like this. Are you guys for real? The homeowners, obviously, they're not aware of their rights. They thought this is normal. I told them this is unacceptable. This is really bad. All right, so we've got water. I think that's enough water. Let's go and pour the water and see what's going on. All right, are you guys ready? All right, here's the water. So let's put the water there as well. I want to spread it everywhere, and as well here, like this. Oh my God, even the bucket fell apart, mate. All right, let's go down now. I've got my thermal camera. Let's turn it on. Let's have a look. You can see the water already going down, guys. The water is already going down. Have a look. See that? Water already going down from there. There, as you can see, water already going down. Let's get my thermal camera out and see if we can see any, if we can see it on there. Yep, water already entering the property. Already entering the property. Unbelievable. Drips straight away. Straight away downstairs. I'm gonna put more water where the window section is and see what happens. Oh, it's a lot of water, but let's see what happens. I mean, I wanna document this to make sure we get as much data as we can on video to show the VBA and the building surveyor, look at this, mate. Look at the water going down, mate. Trickling down, look at that. Yep, thanks a lot. Obviously it goes down, starts pulling here, look at that. And imagine the homeowners are overseas now and they bought it off the plans. Just watch out, guys, when you buy something off the plan, get it inspected by a reputable company that knows what the hell's going on and to investigate above and beyond. This is really bad. Oh my God. These poor homeowners spent probably their life savings on this. Coming from overseas, check out the paint job here. This painter doesn't even know what sticky tape is. This is crazy. This balcony is an enclosed balcony because there is a roof system underneath there. And guess what? There is no overflow allowance. I could not see anywhere from the exterior, as per the drones, we couldn't see any overflows to this home. So what the hell is going on here? There is no overflow to this balcony and the building surveyor signed this off. This is unbelievable. I am simply flabbergasted with this finding, guys. Simply flabbergasted. Check out the view from here. And guys, just have a look at the nice view here. And apparently the builder said to the homeowner that, this is what I heard, that please try not to lean on this barrier right here because it's not that stable. Like, come on, mate. Are you for real? You can't say that. This is dangerous. And let's have a look at what's going on with the planter box. I saw a planter box down there and I want to check it out. So let's go. Now, if I show you guys the planter box here, just take a look at the installation. I mean, we've got this outlet right here, discharges straight onto this capping. Now I'm gonna put my torch here, I reckon, just like this, to get some light, to get some view of what's going on. Have a look. You can see the light coming through. That's where it discharges. So when you water your plants, you're gonna get water on your brickwork. And the other thing is that I've noticed the openings around here. Have a look, you can see the building foil right there. And also you can see an opening right here and what looks like to be rusted steel. I am not sure, but that's non-compliant. Even these flashings, those overlaps, that's also non-compliant, how they're tied together. I mean, mate, the list goes on here. As you can see from the ceiling, it's out as well. Let's put on my spirit level and see how much it's out by. It can't be out more than 5 mil. I mean, have a look at this. This is not my lens, guys. This is actually, look at that. This is actually the ceiling. Look at this, guys. Oh my God. This is pretty bad. Really, really bad workmanship. And the other thing I wanted to show you, you know what? Let's grab my my spirit level. I want to actually show you guys this bathroom accessory, how it's been installed. Let's take a look. A couple of issues here. The first issue is this mixer right here. Have a look, 13 mil out. Look at the bubble. Check this out. They couldn't even get the installation of this shower rail properly installed. It's on an angle. Terrible, very, very terrible installation. And then we've also got the shower area here. The subtile water will eventually bypass this section right here and exit into the wet area, which is this area right here. Now we've got a shower area right there, and then we've got the wet area, and the water stop that's supposed to be installed here also is non-compliant. this aluminium channel right here. Let me get some light. You can see how it terminates around 5 mil. 5 mil terminates, does not connect back to the perimeter flashing. We've got the door jamb embedded into the tiles, non-compliant as well. So these tiles have to get ripped out. These tiles have to get ripped out. This job is a complete schmozzle. Every single bathroom is non-compliant. Unbelievable. All right, everyone, if you really enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and share. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and join our community. So until next time, let's go.